Hello, it's Melinda from Scrapbooking and Craft. Just thought I'd do some art journaling tonight, and I thought I would turn the camera on and take you along for the journey. I'm show you what I'm working in. This is my new art journal for the year, or for the rest of this year in 2016. It's a very thick book. I actually got this idea from, I believe her name is That Little Ink. She was actually doing it in a sewing book, but I was down at my local library and this was for sale. So it's got really nice paper. So it's got photos every so often. So what I've done is, she suggested we prep our book and rip every second page out to allow the book to expand, so it doesn't look like this being your spine where my palms are touching and that being your pages. So I've done that. I've done one journal page in it, and I've actually decided to stick 2 pages together when I'm painting. So that's what I've done here, is I've taken out every second page and then I've stuck these 2 pages together. So it's quite thick, and what I've done is gessoed the page as well. This is just a bit of wax paper just to protect the collage I was working on last night. I'll give you a quick pic. This is my first magazine collage, total magazine collage. Very happy with the results. I've got to find my black pen just to do some highlights, and I want to put a quote on it, but I haven't quite finished that yet. So I decided to do a painty background and use these 2 images. So I love this girl. I'll be using her. And I'll be using this somehow. I want to do, I was playing around with it before, something like this, like she's whooshing off to do some shopping or something. This one is actually from a Listerine mouthwash ad, so I thought that was kind of cool. So all I've done is prepped my page with gesso. I didn't think you'd want to look at me painting gesso on a page. Sorry for leaning across, just getting my paint water pot. I'm hoping this angle, I'll try not to, maybe I need to prop this up a bit. I might throw some rolls of washi tape underneath and see if it props the book up a bit, because I am working on the other side of the book. We'll see if that helps. Is that better? You can't tell me if it's better. Why am I asking? I've just got a scrap bit of wax paper just to protect the page underneath. Yeah, that should do for, I wonder if I can move it. Which way am I moving it? There we go, that might be better. And then, okay, we'll see how this goes. So what I'm going to do is use some, what is this? Light Body Metallic Acrylic Luminaire by Jacquard Burgundy. Hoping you can see that. So it's a metallic background, so I thought I'd coat that. It's very similar to, once I start getting it on the page, you'll sort of see very similar colour to what's actually in this Listerine magazine clipping. So I'm just wanting to lay down some good colour. Get down the lid as well, because it should get stuck in the lid. So I'm just using a very old paintbrush at the moment. I thought I'd film a couple of these live, full, not fast forwarded art journal videos, because I can't do that at the moment. I'm still learning. I've got to buy some, or look at getting some editing software to do the fast forward ones and the voiceovers, but I thought in the meantime I will give you some full view ones so you can see how I work. So I'm wanting to only paint this in one direction. I don't know whether you can see in the book, it has got bubbles. That's the only disadvantage of actually gluing pages together in this book, is I cannot get it perfect no matter what I do. I glue them together just with like a Yoo-hoo, or it's not even a Yoo-hoo, it's just a cheap kids like dry glue stick, because I find that's better than actually trying to do it with wet glue. It seems to work a bit better with the, sorry, I'm just getting the paint off my paintbrush on the drop paper I've got on my table. Okay, the lid back on here. Hopefully my heat gun is not too loud for you, but I'll quickly dry this off. It should dry pretty quickly. It's pretty humid here in Australia at the moment. It's 9:30 at night and it's quite hot still. So I don't know whether you can see this, but it's got a real shine to it. I don't mind all the bubbles in the background, it adds a bit of texture. If I did mind, I would obviously not be doing it in a recycled art book. I'm hoping when I get some of the stuff collaged on top of this, you won't actually see a lot of the bubbles. So that's nearly touch dry. Oh, got a bit of purple on me, so it's obviously not dry yet. It's a bit wet up the top there. So it's got a nice metallic sheen, this Lumineer paint. I actually got it in a class kit from Australia a couple of years ago. I signed up for 12 months and every 6 weeks they sent you a box with instructions and a box of supplies to make a page or a canvas, and I never got around to doing any of them. So I pulled them out and started working with them, and this is one of the ones my daughter and I did at the weekend. And I thought this colour paint was still on my table, so I thought I'd take advantage of it. And you can see that almost disappears. I'm not sure how well you can see that. This almost makes that disappear. When I hopefully smudge it in a bit, it'll work. So I'm hoping. I love this image in the magazine. It just looked like she was rushing out to do something. So I think I want to glue that down with just a glue stick. This is a different glue stick. This is a Elmer's Extreme. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing with this camera. Which way I'm angling it? Sorry. Am I angling it that way? I think I'm looking at myself upside down in the viewfinder, so it's really hard to work out. And I'm not sure whether when I do that closer to the screen whether I'm actually in focus or not, because I can't see that small enough screen with my eyesight. Whoops! Okay. That's not fun to rip that, but it should glue down alright. So there's Elmo Extreme glue sticks are actually on special at our Officeworks, like a big stationery store, a couple of weeks ago, so I picked up a few. They seem to work really well. I still only use them for paper and stuff. If I want anything stronger, I did want her feet, I'll put that too low. Let's see if I let me pull it up. Might a bit higher. I still only use them for paper or stuff, but they're quite good. I was using them for cardboard the other day. So I want her in there. I'm hoping when I do, yeah, my hands are getting in the way. I apologise. I'm trying to work on a better camera setup, but at the moment I'm at a kitchen table and it's really hard to do an overhead camera setup. So now I'll glue my lady down. I tend to not sit down in one go and do art journal pages. I tend to do a bit here and a bit there. So it's going to be a bit difficult or a bit challenging for me to try and do process videos, because half the time I sit down to do a journal page and I have absolutely no idea where I'm going. I just start and then, oops. You'll hear a lot of oopses. I just ripped a hand off. I've got sticky. No, I don't want sticky. I've got, oh, there goes it. There goes a hand. Now I've got glue all over my fingers. And I'm often up getting stuff and don't know what I want to use, so I'll get up and get something else or get another supply. So I actually am going to restrict myself to using what's on my table tonight and see what I can come up with. It's a bit of a challenge as well, because often I will procrastinate too much and not get anything stuck down. all finished. Okay, now what I want to do is grab a smaller brush. Got a whole collection of interesting brushes in front of me, and what I want to do is try and, if you can see this, I want to try with the paint in a minute to smudge this line, these lines, that line into the background so it doesn't look, so paint over a bit of the paper so it doesn't look as if paper stops and paint starts. Well, that's the idea, so we'll see what we can do. But I don't want to get on her dress. Just trying to align. I'm trying to move my book around because I should have started at the top when I started on the bottom. I'm actually liking this metallic purple paint. Purple is my favourite colour, so I'll have to endeavour to find out where we get some more of this luminaire paint from, because it's quite fun and getting a quite nice look. Sort of blend it in a bit. So that's just getting excess paint off my paintbrush onto my drop paper. I've got brown paper sitting on my table, taped to my trestle table, to use as some drop paper, wipe off paper. I'll just give that a quick blast with the heat gun. And then I plan on using the brown paper in projects and things as well. So it's got my daughter's drawings on it, it's got my daughter's painting on it. It's got all sorts of marks and fun things on it, this drop paper at the moment. I've sort of got this come in the same kit. It's a Viva paint pen, and that colour sort of matches her handbag. So I'm just wondering what, I might try to give this a border. Even though it's a paint pen, it comes out in a really nice, what I might do is a bit of a border, and then see if I can smudge it just to give the page a bit of a frame. Am I liking that? I quite like that. As I said, all these supplies come from a Australian kit club. $50 every 6 weeks, and you got full instructions and sort of supplies to make a project. I signed up 2 years ago and sort of haven't done any of the class boxes because I just couldn't find the time. And I thought it was a good way to, when I first started mixed media too, because they're all mixed media based, I forgot to say that, a good way to introduce me to do different supplies and pens and paints and different things like that, because I probably tend to stick with my same sort of supplies, and it's nice to actually use different things. I think that's part of the background, so I think I'm going to go right across that bit. And you always end up with oodles of supplies. Obviously you use some of the like the consumables in the kit. There was rose stickers, and my daughter and I do the kits together, so we have to stretch the supplies, but certainly there's oodles of paint. Sometimes you get like full pens. This was a full pen. The purple paint was full. We also got sort of the black Zig Rider, which I might use in a minute. We also got this solid marker, which is kind of cool. It's a paint pen with crayon. We got this as well, and a few other bits and pieces. And then if you just need a tiny little bit of paint, they sometimes just give you a bit of a swatch in these little containers. So the kits are worth $50 plus shipping. Oh, and we also got this cool stamp set. We got these basil edges, which I might use in a minute in that kit as well. We got an ink pad. So I find they're really good value, and I actually got this stamp set from, and I've used this a fair bit. Where's this from? Made in USA, Unity Stamps. So there's 4 framed back stamps, and the girl's quite big. She's sort of as big as my hand. That's the, whoops, sorry, still getting used to where to angle their products. So for $50 this particular kit, and you can see I've got loads of paint left. I've got loads of the borders left. Only thing we really used for our whole page was the rose stickers. So I'm just waiting for this to dry. So that's why I like the idea of the kits. And then the things are sort of coordinated, like all these paints and colours go together, and then I can play with them on other projects. Oh, that's hot. As well, just trying to dry the pink around the edge. I think the pink matches her handbag very nicely. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I think she needs a quote on her, but I don't have any right near me. I don't have any alphabety things. See, I didn't think I was going to put a quote on it before, so I didn't grab any alphabety things. Okay. I like to get dirty when I am painting. Okay. So, that page is quite hot. Okay. I think she definitely needs a quote on her. Looking around my table to see what. I've got some scrapper pink cardstock, and I've got a pen. Sorry, I'm just trying to think of a quote. This is what I struggle for on pages too. I should come up with a quote before I start. I think we might go with something like slow down. I'm also not a big fan of my handwriting. Slow down. Because I think she's rushing around, this lady. Where are my scissors? Let's see what we can do here. I like the idea of mixed font quotes. So let's see if I can do some script. It's time. It's time to slow down. Just wondering if I have another scrap of these pinks. I'm going to need another scrap. It's time to slow down and it's time to, so it has to be cut in there. So I should have some background music on, shouldn't I? It's very quiet in here at the moment because everyone's asleep, but I thought I wanted to play. Actually, they go over there. Sorry for reaching across. It's time time to slow down and do what? And enjoy the moment. I think we're going to do. We'll do enjoy that, and then we'll do a big moment. Enjoy. 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 I have to learn to love my handwriting. It's time, and I might doodle on these a bit more in a minute. It's time to slow down and enjoy. Enjoy. I'm just looking for another little scrap. I've got a little bit of scraps here. I was making a pocket letter with these cardstocks. So I'm just wondering if I have light pink scraps. I have every colour bar. It's okay. It's time to slow down and enjoy. What did I say? Enjoy the moments. You're probably all yelling at me you didn't say that. Enjoy. I should have written the whole quote down. It's time to slow down and enjoy each moment. Whoops. Okay, you'll hear a lot of whoopses. I have a lot of whoopses when I art journal. It's time to slow down and enjoy each moment. Now, how are we going to make that lettering look really nice? Because at the moment, it's looking a bit, needs something. Needs inking, needs something. Let's see if I can do some lines without getting my head in the way. I probably seriously need to learn to edit these videos so I can edit out all the ums and the times I sit there and fiddle. Maybe this will get me out of, I like that moment now, we'll do that to all of these ones. Maybe filming like this will actually help my art journaling and help me be more spontaneous. Oh, what's that word? It's getting late here, it's been a hot day. Get a bit more spontaneity in my art journaling. Some days pages come together very nicely. Some days I will sit there and look at a page and look at a page and go, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. And then other pages just sort of seem to happen. But I suppose that's life. That's just art journaling. Some days I'm in the mood to art journal. Some days I'm not. Some days I'll sit and fiddle and do just tiniest little things, and then other days I just want to slap it on and get it done. It's time to slow down and enjoy each moment. That is covering up the whooshy bit a bit too much. Maybe bring it over into a test. The whooshy bit, this bit, I don't really want to cover up that. But now that looks unbalanced. How about it's time? Okay, this is where I will sit and I'll move it around a few hundred times and I'll fiddle. And I'll fiddle, and I'll fiddle. Oh, I like that covering up that bit of paper. Okay, that's going to go there. It's time to enjoy each moment. I think I'll split these two up because they look funny because everything else is single and it's not. I can sort of offset them. How does that look? Why am I asking you how it looked? You can't respond to me. That's funny. It's time to slow down and enjoy each moment. I wonder if I just put a bit of black ink. I've got a, what's this? A archival ink by, who's this by? Ranger, I think. Yes. I think I'll just touch each of the sides with a bit of ink. It may make it pop a bit more. Get off my finger. Yes, that is popping. You may not be able to see that, but it is just giving it a bit of a pop. Oh, these bits are sticking to my fingers. Actually really was happy with how this is turning out. This afternoon I sort of picked those two images and just didn't know where I was going to go with it. But the one last night, the cut apart I sort of showed you, I found, I think it was 4 images, and they just went, I go bang, 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 I know what I'm going to do with that. And then I needed to find the fruit on the bottom, and I found that. And now I just want to do a bit of, need to get a pen just to do some shading. Certainly, I'm only very, very new to art journaling. I've probably only been doing it about 12 months, and not that seriously in the last 12 months. You probably saw my flip of my art journal, which is probably only started art journaling in 2013, really. Enjoy each moment. Had that one over there. And I really haven't done it all this year. I've just had other stuff on my plate, and just, I'd love to get back into it. Haven't done a lot with the magazine collages. I admire Gina Ahrens on YouTube, and she does some amazing stuff with the magazines, and I thought, how fun is that just to sit down? Because some days I just don't want to get messy. I just want to sit on the couch and just make something. So I thought if I could learn how to do a bit more of the creative collaging with the magazines, I can just sit there one day on the couch and create. You know what? I think I'm going to stick all those words down and maybe call it done. I'm feeling these need something else, but I'm not sure what. Don't really want to bring another colour into it. I wonder what would happen if I smeared a bit of pink over them. Let's get a scrap bit of paper and write a word. I'm just feeling they're a bit sort of in your face bright, so I'm wondering where to put that. Oh, here's this paint I used around the edge. I'm wondering what would look like if I put a little bit on. No, I don't like that. If I smear it with water. What would happen if I smear it with water? I just sort of want to take away the brightness of the pink. Actually, that might work a little better. What do you think? I think we'll do that. Okay, let's use our drop paper as a palette. Get a bit of water. And then we'll just do a wash. Oh, I think I like that now. Just, it was a bit bright. Just a bit bright in your face. This sort of tones it down a bit. Yes, I'm liking that very much. So now I'm just going to paint, give each of these a wash with the Enjoy Each. So what I want to do this time is use my handwriting a lot more as well. I hate my handwriting, but it is part of me, and I sort of don't want my daughter growing up saying she doesn't want to write anything or hate her handwriting as well. So I want to show her that you can use your handwriting and be happy with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm running out of paint. And a little bit more I don't know how entertaining this has been, watching me stick bits of paper and paint. I'd actually like your opinion. Do you prefer, when you see sort of process videos, do you personally prefer the speed up version with the voiceover? Do you prefer a speed up version with music? Do you prefer like this, real time? And I'll try to keep these to sort of, and what sort of time frame do you like on the videos? Trying to keep mine to about 20 minutes. I think that's about everyone's attention span lately. 20 to 30 minutes. That's probably what I enjoy. Anything over 30 minutes, unless it's personally I don't like the voiceover, the sped up ones with music. I don't mind the sped up ones with a voiceover, but I find I also enjoy, but not a lot of people do them, is real-time art journaling. Personally, I'd like to see all the mistakes and all the goof ups and all of that, because that's just me. Just cutting a bit of her dress off here too, so it doesn't come over to, when I peel this off, this will be interesting to see. I think I've got her dress stuck too much. I think her dress has to be peeled back to here. Personally, I like the real-time videos, but that's just my personal preference. But I would like to do what you like on my channel. As I said, I am going to learn how to do, whether I do a mixture of both, whether you'd like to just see a flip through of completed art journal pages at the end of, say, a month, whether you like the process videos, sort of wanting to gauge what you'd like me to do. So I think that's done. I won't bore you and make you watch me gluing down the words, because basically they're going to go where they are. So I'm going to call that layout done. The only thing is, if I do glue them down, I can probably give you a better look. Okay, it'll take me only a couple of seconds to glue them down. And then I was going to say I can pick up my book, because at the moment I can't pick up my book, so trusty. Oops. They're not exactly dry, but they'll still stick down. I can give them a blast with the heat gun after I turn the video camera off. Give us a chance to give the glue drying too. It's actually handy having a bit of this. This is just baking paper, or glad bake as we know it in Australia, or just like baking paper, your cookie sheets, you do your cookies on so they don't stick. Handy having that to sort of work on the other side of my journal. Usually I'm a double page person, but this journal is bigger than the one did work in. Oh no, it's probably about the same actually. It's thicker, but it's probably no bigger in the page size. Usually I'm a double page person, because I like things to match when they're facing each other. Because I think most of my last journal pages, I think nearly all of them were actually double pages. I will add some, I'll think of it in a minute, gel medium to those if they come up. But I will try and bring this up so you can see a better, how am I going to do this? Sorry, trying to get the glare out of it. I'm terrible with this. Okay, if I do it this way, I should be able to get in frame for you. There we go. That's a better look without the shine on it. So thank you very much for watching, and if you're still watching at the end of the video, thank you very much for listening, and I'd appreciate your comments down below of what you'd like, what format you'd like the movies in, like I've discussed before. So leave comments down the bottom. If you want to give me a thumbs up if you like this video, it'd be much appreciated. If you wanted to subscribe and see some more videos, that'd be great too. So I will leave you with that. I'll go wait until this dries, and I will go to bed because it's getting very, very late. Okay, thank you. Bye for now.